Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get all the updates. I am so excited for today's video. So it's a brewery I've mentioned on the channel before. I had a collab that Fiden's brewed, with them, and then I didn't get the one that they brewed here. And I said this before, so my job is about 45 minute commute from where I live. And these guys actually, their brewery's right by where I work, but they open later than when I leave at the end of the day to go home. So sometimes right on the weekend, it's not like I'm like, hey, I should drive out back to where my job is to hit this brewery. But they do come up to some of the local farmers markets. So I definitely have to get some of their stuff one way or the other. But this one, I just happened to see that my a local really cool food co-op had. So I'm like, I got to buy this just because it's them and I want to try something proper that they make. But also just listen to what this beer is. And then you'd be like, oh yeah, no wonder this guy bought it, knowing his channel. So I don't know how to pronounce the name of this beer. Xylem, perhaps? But it's a wheat wine conditioned on Amburana, which that wood is amazing. It's like a cinnamony baking spice kind of a thing. 12.5% ABV. So yeah, a wheat wine with it's not barrel aged, but like with that wood that I love so much, like for sure, it's a no-brainer. Yeah, let's get into it. I think I think that will fit over this style of bottle. I just cleaned the glass. So I do love wheat wines. I have them less than other styles because people make them less than like barley wines, but it is a style I love. And I haven't had one in a while. So this has that brown color dead center, but it's more like red crimson down here. Probably half a finger ahead sticking to the side of the glass initially. Now it's more of a quarter. Khaki color. It's mostly sticking to the side of the glass. There's some bubbles in the center, and then some parts of the center, maybe you can even see it, where you're just seeing the liquid. But yeah, it definitely looks the part. Let's see about the aroma. That smells awesome. You know what it is? It's specifically cinnamon graham crackers I'm getting. There's a perception of sweetness, almost like honey with the graham. So I guess it kind of like a honey cinnamon graham cracker in beer form. Toffee more than caramel, but I do get a little bit of caramel. Dried fruits, a little bit of this almost sherry, almost port, but it's not quite those things. As I'm fond of saying, it's like you started the journey towards those things, but you're not very far on your journey. This is one of those I could keep smelling and tell you more and more stuff. I'm just super excited to try it. Let's get into the glass. Cheers. This is really good. This is doing something cool where it's gonna sound hypocritical or contradictory. It's soft and subtle, but it has these huge flavors. It's delicate, but bombastic. That's probably the better way of doing it. So again, it sounds contradictory, but these flavors, there's just flavor explosions, but there's also just this through line of subtle softness. The wood, maybe some of this is the base beer. I guess I don't know for sure. But that the baking spices, a little bit of cinnamon, this graham crackery thing, totally comes through in the taste. It has those sweet elements without ever being cloyingly sweet. A wheat wine can be very sweet. This one has sweetness, but I'm not gonna say it's dry or anything, but it never gets to be too sweet. Maybe the wood, maybe the alcohol. Well, yeah. There's a lot of factors why I could do that, but I think the wood's doing definitely some of that. Man, I get another sip. This is freaking awesome. This would be a good live stream beer. Like I was saying with the aroma, where I could just kind of keep finding stuff and keep talking about stuff. I'm sure as it warms up, it's going to change all that, Yeah, that a little bit more, the caramel and the toffee for me and the taste switch. Okay, they don't quite switch, but they're about equal in the taste, whereas in the aroma I got more toffee than caramel. Soft, note of like not necessarily wheat bread. It's not rye bread, but not a white bread. Like some sort of like toasted bread. I can't quite pinpoint it more than that. You get like caramelization that way, which is nice. There's a nice cherry note that does not get like medicinal. Certainly not like an infected cherry. But there's like these fruity elements. It's not full on dried fruit notes, but like again, like you started the path towards that stuff. God, this is awesome. This is gonna make it sound a lot sweeter than it is, but it kind of reminds me of like liquid sugar, or like not like a simple syrup. How to put it? Like how if you've had Sammy Claus, that's much sweeter than this, but like this has like that kind of like, or like a nice aged Belgian style quad. Get rid of the Belgian yeast stuff, but like that it's like the Belgian dark candy sugar that's in that. It just kind of like tastes like it would have some of that. This is killer. This is so good. All right, I gotta wrap it up. I hear Bruno wants to come back in from being outside. Have you guys had this beer before? Have you had anything from this brewery? Have you had a Wheatwine lately? Anything, everything, comment section below. Let's get a conversation going. Once you're done doing that, make sure you check me out on Instagram and Untapped. It's No Hype Beer Reviews, both those places. So please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.